So they were like a collection of, financiers, reactionaries, and also crackpots. And Walsh calls them kind of a proto-John Birch society. They also lobbied against the loosening of immigration laws, and they specifically wanted to keep the European Jews out of America. They lobbied very much for that in the post-war years. And they had influence. So Hart would, in 1942, he would testify in front of Congress, saying, advocating against immigration and so on. This is, as the Holocaust is going on. This is what the Walsh, author of this book that I'm using, writes. The anti-Semitic far right found itself in a paradoxical position in the debates over immigration and Palestine. On the one hand, most far-right activists had long been opposed to loosening immigration restrictions, fearing a flood of foreigners with alien and communistic ideas. Men like Merwin Hart had long blamed the triumph of New Deal liberalism on un-American elements infecting the politics of the United States, like some kind of a virus. On the other hand, unlike Taft, Hart and his fellow travelers were ferociously anti-Zionist and saw American support for Zionism as yet further evidence of a massive Jewish conspiracy. This was tied to the belief that Zionism was essentially synonymous with communism, which itself was predicated on Judeo-Bolshevik conspiracy theories, as well as the political argument that the creation of a Jewish state in Palestine would involve the United States in a shooting war. So, Hart believed that Zionist Palestine would soon become a Soviet republic. Right. So they didn't want Jews in America, but they also didn't want in Israel.
Right. I think they wanted somebody to do something about the whole problem and just didn't want to say that aloud.
Someone should be creative.
Yeah.
Also, what's interesting was that so this was in 42, with what he said in Congress, but in 48, Hart again testified in Congress, and he insisted that allowing these persons into the United States would permit a wave of terrorists trained in communist revolutionary tactics to enter the country. So it's kind of similar what right-wingers are saying now, but they mean Muslims, and he meant Jews,
right?
Were the terrorists. Ray here. I had a dream, and it was that I won't be working in call centers anymore. And you can help that dream become a reality by going to patreon.com and subscribing. And if you're German, or Austrian, or Anti-Deutsch, whatever you people call yourselves these days, doesn't really matter. The fact is, your grandfather killed my grandfather. He marched down the street in my hometown, renamed the square fucking Adolf Hitler Square. You think I'm kidding? All of this actually happened. And you should feel bad about it. I don't care if you were born in 97 or wherever you were born. This is not normal behavior, okay? You're not normal. I know people from all of the continents, no one thinks you're normal. But there's good news for you. We made a special tier just for you, so you can pay 10 times as much as a normal person would. It won't make you normal, but it will make you feel better. Okay, thanks. Bye.